it was like chicken day, bro. And I was hanging out with my homeboys. And my homeboys, they didn't go to like chow the same time that I went. They went like at a different time. So they were like, bro, like it's chicken day. You need to go get your food. So I'm like, okay, bet. So when I'm walking up to the line, there's like a group of guys walking up to the line too. But I like beat them to the line. When I beat him, bro, to the line, like I could feel like somebody staring at me. So I turn around and like this guy, he's like mean mugging me, bro. Like he's like looking at me, bro, up and down. He's like this, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, "What's up?" He was like, "Yeah, yeah, bro, you skip me, bro, you skip me." I was like, "Bro, I didn't skip you." He like, "Bro, you skipped me." I'm like, "If I skipped you, then that would mean that you would have had to been in front of me for me to skip you, and I already started in the front." So he didn't like my response. So he was like, "All right, so what you looking at?" I said, "Bro, to be real, like I would have to know that you're staring at me for me to know that you're looking at me." So he just like me mugging me or whatever. So now like I'm like I'm on guard a little bit. I'm like, okay, look.
And you're not in a gang, right?
No. Nah, bro, I don't gang bang. Like I was like by myself, I was just a neutron. But I don't gang bang. But like a lot of bro, but a lot of people like were asking me like, "Hey, bro, do you bang? Do you bang?" I'm like, "Nah." They're like, "Bro, you don't have to lie to us, bro. Do you bang? Do you bang?" I'm like, "Nah, bro. Like I don't bang." So make a long story short, he was like, bro was like, bro, Houston or something, bro. Like, bro, Tango Blast. It's like a little Hispanic gang that's in like prison, but in Texas. So if this is the door to like the chow hall, I'm like standing in line, but I'm kind of like turned like this though. So I'm looking at like the chow hall, and I'm looking at him kind of, but I'm like this though because I'm like on guard. So I'm not paying attention as hard as I should be paying attention, bro. Like he just steal me. Wow. When he hit me, he catch me off guard, and I like fall in the grass, bro. And when I'm in the grass, I'm like, I'm not dazed, and I'm like, I'm not knocked out either. So in my mind, I'm like, bro, he don't hit hard enough, bro. Cause if I would have hit him like that, bro, I would have did like some damage, bro. So when I get up out the grass, there's like blood in the grass, and he just like, bro, talking like crazy, bro. He's like, yeah, bro, I told you. So me, I'm kind of cut off guard. 'Cause I'm like, bro, like I'm at a trustee camp. I'm about to go home. Like, bro, I'm about to go home in like, bro, like 5 days, bro, like 5, 6 days. I'm about to go home. So all this is playing in my mind. So when I get up, I'm like, bro, why you stole off on me like that? He's like, yeah, bro, I told you, bro, don't me, bro, woo the woo. So I leave. When I leave, I go like in my dorm, but I'm not seeing how my face looks, bro. And when I look in the mirror, like my lip is like split. Like y'all can't like tell, but I had to get like stitches. My lip split, and there's like blood all over me, bro. But I'm like not really paying attention. So people pulling up on me, they're like, "Yo, driver, bro, you bleeding, bro. You need to switch your clothes out." Cause you know how you like, bro, how you get like the two pairs of clothes. So switch out my clothes. Now, like I'm like, bro, I finna beat the brakes off, bro. So when I leave out the dorm, I go like in the day room, and I tell my partners, I'm like, bro, like, hey, bro, I'm finna beat bro up. And like, bro, handle your business, driver, bro, handle like your business. So I see him. He like pop out the cut. He like 7 dudes strong, but it's just him, like, bro, who like, bro, he really on that. I'm on that, bro, too, though. So, bro, so he tried to steal off on me like again, but I kind of like I was on guard though. When he bro, like he tried to steal me, I got out the way. I was just bro punching. When we punching, bro kind of bigger than me. He like grabbed me. When he grabbed me, I'm trying to like get him off me, but he's bigger than me, so he kind of like slammed me on the ground. When he slammed me on the ground, look like I'm holding him, cause I'm like, if I don't hold him, bro just gonna drop the bombs on me, bro, and it's gonna be over with. So I'm holding him. When I'm holding him, I'm like, hey, y'all pick me up, like y'all pick me up. But it's straight Hispanics around me, and they just looking at me, bro. They like this. So some black dudes came out the blue, bro. They
Yeah,
like,
you said he was Tango Blast, right?
well, like he was, bro. Like, bro, they was bro blast. Like I was just neutral. So they all like around me, bro. But they just looking at me. I'm like, bro, y'all, bro, pick me up, bro, pick me up, because they just like just looking. So then like some black dudes came out of like the cut, bro. They're like, hell no, pick them up, bro, pick them up. They move everybody like, out the way. They bro stand me up. When they bro stand me up, I take off on them again. But he kind of like Like he was like a little woozy. So then, bro, like, man, bro, running back, running back. I'm like, bro, I'm not running back nothing, bro. I ain't finna run nothing back, bro. I did that for my respect, bro. I ain't finna run nothing back. I'm finna go home in 5 days. So I came out like my shirt. So this is where the story get crazy. The same black guys who used to hang with me, used to talk to me, used to laugh with me, I slide up on them, but I don't have my shirt on and my lips still like bleeding. So they kind of looking at me like they kind of like, I guess, like intimidated a little bit. Like, damn, I didn't really know Jarvis was like that in a way. So they turning their backs on me a little bit. And that was weird because I'm like, bro, like, what they on? I'm just hanging out with like a few like my little other homeboys. Three Hispanics bro pull up on me. They're like, hey, bro, like, what happened? I'm like, bro, like your homeboy, he stole off on me in the line, and that's why we start fighting. And like they were like, nah, bro, I don't think that's what happened. That's not the story, bro, that they were telling us. I'm like, it don't matter what they telling you, bro. Like this the story that happened. So the Hispanics, they like, well, like, bro, we probably gonna go with our move then because we feel bro disrespected. I'm like, bro, understood. So I'm gonna go get another witness and I'm gonna ask them. So the black dudes with me too. When the Hispanics leave, not everyone is like, it's probably finna go down, bro. It's probably finna be like a riot. So we on
You about to
guard
go
now.
home.
Yeah, exactly. I'm finna go home in 5 days. Like I just made my parole. So like we're like if a riot jump off, bro, then a riot just jump off. It is like it's what it is. And like we not at a bad unit. Like we at low security trustee camp where you can walk out of your dorm and about 200 yards away, there's the street, there's cars, there's a high school. Like there's no gate. Like it's the trustee camp. Like this is like luxury of jails. So maybe not the environment, but like basketball, 4 day rooms, 4 TVs, 2 cafeteria fans, like stay up all night. Like, bro, it was like luxury, but in prison. So, make a long story short, the guys come back. They're like, yo, Jarvis, like, we got the real story. And they said that he did steal off on you. There's no more smoke, right? I'm like, bro, if he don't got no smoke, then I don't have no smoke. I said, bro, I'm about to go home in 5 days, bro. All right, bro. All right, bet. So it was squashed. So here I am in my mind, like, okay, bet, bro. Like, everything cool, everything smooth. My lip is bleeding so bad that it's like leaving like blood spots everywhere I walk, everywhere like I move. I'm not knowing this until like a guard, he like sees me, but I try to hurry up and leave. He was like, hey, and I try to hurry up and walk away. He grabbed me or whatever, but I got my lip like this. I'm like, so he can't see the damage on my lip. They ended up seeing like the blood like on my pants and on my shirt. Damn, I'm finna get busted. He was like, let me look at your lip. And I showed him because at this point, bro, he already jammed me up. So he see my lip.
Yeah.
He
Can you
handcuffed
explain
me.
to the people why you didn't want the CO to see your lip?
Yeah, I didn't want the CO to see my lip because I was afraid if he seen my lip, then I wasn't gonna be able to go home because I made parole. And when you make parole, you can't get in trouble until you leave, or pretty much. Like I already had made it. I didn't want them to write me up for having a fight for my lip because once they run like the write up, it's over with after that. Like you are not gonna go home, go next year. And I wasn't trying to go through all that. So that's why I hid my lips. So I tell one of my other homeboys, I'm like, yo, bro, like if they ask you what happened, say that we were playing basketball. So he like, okay, bro. I'm in a room. They get my homeboy, but he can't see me. I can't see him, but I can hear him. And they're asking him, what happened to Jarvis's lip? He's like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I like yell. I'm like, yo, Antho, you know we was playing basketball, bro. He tell me, he's like, I don't want to get involved in that, bro. Like, bro, I'm sorry. I'm like, bro, like what? They kicked me off the camp, right? And they're like trying to take me to like a different jail. They try to get me off the van. Well, they did get me off the van. And so I go to the nurse. So like the lieutenant asked me, he's like, "Do you gang bang?" I'm like, "No." So the nurses tell me, they're like, "Hey, we can't stitch your lip here. Like you have to go. That's like a real hospital. It's a field trip at this point, bro." Take me to the hospital. The doctor comes in. He's like, "Look, we want to give you like 6 stitches in your lip," and I'm handcuffed in the hospital. So they stitch me up or whatever, and they take me back to the prison. I go back to the prison. I'm like, yo, take me back to my dorm. He gets on the little microphone. He's like, hey, Lieutenant, what is Sylvester doing? Is he going to GP or is he going to SEG? Lo and behold, he's like, Sylvester, Said. I'm like, oh my goodness, bro. I'm finna go to Said. So, bro, I pull up at Said, right? And like, there's like these Africans there, right? And my stepdad, bro, he's like African. I pull up and Said, bro. The Africans are like, oh, you are baby Mike Tyson. You're baby Mike Tyson. You're the one who had beat the dude up, bro, who was here like in Said right now. I'm like, no, I didn't. I was playing basketball. He was like, nah. But let's go to your cell though. I go in my cell and I can hear like the guy, he's like, yeah, man, I just beat this youngster up. You're in seg. And we get to arguing. I'm like, bro, you did not beat me up, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, bro, you sound crazy right now. So I'm in seg, bro. Probably in my second day when I woke up. Now I got like 3 days left in prison, bro. They're like, Sylvester, what's your statement? I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, bro, they gonna run my right up. I wrote the statement, right? So I just remember being like in seg, bro. Started praying, bro. I was like, God, like, just please get me out of here. Like, I didn't want to do that, God. Like, I didn't want to beat nobody up. Like, I was just trying to get some food. That's what it's so crazy because I don't even remember my first day out of prison. Like, I only remember like bits and pieces, bro. Like, bro, I remember getting, bro, picked up in a Mercedes. I remember going like to my mom's new house. I remember going to Shipley's and going to my mom's rent house and just going like to Walmart to go to McDonald's to get a meal. I don't remember it. And I remember I stayed up late just jamming on music every single day, bro.
Now
And
that was
like
your
it felt
last
really,
time.
really good.
That was your last time just getting out, right? You ain't been back since.
No. That was my time before. That
Oh,
was my
okay.
time before. So like my last time getting out went a little different. It was more like I catch the case for organized crime when it was on the news, like I talked about yesterday. And you were like, bro, how did you beat it? And I like explain, like, bro, how do I? When that happened, I go to jail and I'm on the phone every single day, right? Sorry about that, y'all. When I'm on the phone every single day, I go to court one day and my lawyer's like, I got some good news for you. I'm like, what's the good news? He's like, they dropped your organized crime. I'm like going crazy in a holding tank, bro. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my God, yes, bro, yes. Like I didn't do it. Like, thank God. People always ask me, well, like, how did you beat it, bro? How did you beat it? I had the exact thing of what I was doing that day, like my whole day.
You had an
But
alibi.
yeah, it's just God, bro, honestly, because there was no way that I was just on Instagram that day and I posted that day. And my other girlfriend asked me like where I was at. And I sent her a picture of me being like in my BM house. So like it just happened like to work out, bro. Like I'm like, bro, when I get out, I'm suing the county. I'm suing the news. I'm suing everybody. You know what I'm saying? In Houston, bro, they will transfer you to a different jail and you have to wait at this jail for your court date. So it's called Louisiana, bro. It's called LaSalle. This is the most treacherous, ruthless jail I ever been in my life. Like this is worse than prison, bro. One day I'm asleep. They're like, Sylvester, you're getting transferred. I'm thinking I'm going to like a different like jail inside of the jail. No, they're like, you're going on chain. What chain means is pretty much y'all are going to go hop on a bus and they're going to take y'all away. We call it the Bluebird in Texas. I get on a bus and I'm hearing like the rumors though. Man, bro, Louisiana is treacherous. Man, bro, down there, bro, they got this thing it's called punching or pan. Bro, down there, bro, they game ain't hard. So me, I'm in a mindset of like, I'm not going for no whole shit. Like that's just in my mind. Like I'm not going for nothing. And nobody gonna take my commissary. Nobody gonna play me. I don't plan to be violent. I don't plan to be any of that. I'm just a man at the end of the day. So we go down there. I walk in my dorm, bro. As soon as I walk in the dorm, the guard is like, hey, look, this is your bed, this is your bunk. So I'm like, okay, bet. The guard leaves. I get off my bunk just to kind of peep the scene. Bro, like 5 bloods pull up on me, bro. They're like, hey, bro, you gang bang? I'm like, no. They're like, oh, okay. Are you punching or paying? So punch or pay means you either are going to punch one on one with a guy who is not a game banger, just like you, just to show everyone that like you got heart and to show everyone that you're not a hoe. So I'm like, I'm punching. So pain means when you go to store, like extortion. Okay, you don't want to punch. So when you go to store or when you get breakfast, lunch, or dinner, I'm gonna need one of them trays for us to protect you. We already know how people look at those people. Like once you got that jacket on you, that jacket is staying on you. Like there's no, oh no, I'm not paying this time. You probably are going to get punched down, and you're still going to have to pay. So I would rather just punch, and we're just gonna punch bro every time, bro. Like bro, it is what it is. But nobody, if you want to take my story, bro, you're gonna have to really like, bro, take my story, bro. Like, and I'm not even gonna let you slide because I'm gonna just want like revenge. One of my friends who is there, but I don't know yet. He's like Jarvis, and I look, I pull up on him. He like, bro, how long you been locked up? What you locked up for? Woo woo. So I tell him whatever. The same bloods come right back, 5 deep. They're like, yo, bro, you ready to punch? I'm like, yeah. My homeboy, he big blood. Like, bro, he got ranked. He like, nah, Jarvis good. Jarvis ain't doing no punching. I'm vouching for him. He a good nigga, bro. He is solid. He good. The blood's like, you serious? My homeboy like, yes, bro. Like, he good in here. The blood's like, I wish I had a homeboy like you. And they walked away and they just left me alone. Meanwhile, every person I came with, they back there punching, bro. They pulling up on me like, why you didn't have to punch Jarvis? I said, bro, I got respect. But people know me. They're like, damn, bro, for real, for real. A new group will come in, same routine, y'all, or y'all punching a pan. I seen a dude eyeball getting knocked out his face. I seen a dude get his teeth knocked out. I seen a blood get extorted by his own bloods, bro. Like I seen it all, and like
How's that happen?
it's 20, bro. Well, here's how it happened. The blood for like people who don't understand gangs. When you're in a gang, especially in jail, ain't no you not feeding the homies. That's dead. You think that you finna go to store and one of the like the bloods don't go to store, but you a blood and you go to store and you're not feeding your dogs, quote unquote, they gonna slime you out. Every single time they're gonna slime you out. So that's what happened. He didn't want to feed the dogs, and the dogs were hungry. And they ran down on him and took everything. And then he went to the store again next week. And they did the same thing. You know what he had to do? He had to get up out that dorm. He had to kite out that dorm because he was tired of being extorted as a gang member, as a blood. It got so bad, people that didn't even gang bang, they start stealing this commissary. And
It's
I
like a
started
chain
learning.
reaction.
Exactly. And I started learning. I'm like, I see what's going on. Like, people in prison, they only put rules on what they want to put rules on, and they break the rules that they say they won't break. How I look at it was like, I don't want no smoke, but if the smoke coming like to my door, then I have to like address.
Did you ever feel like your
You know
life
what I'm
was in danger?
saying? Yeah, like that go back to the story when I had the shank. Like I feel like they was trying to go with their move, you know. So I'm like, I would rather protect myself than have them do me wrong because I don't think that's really smart. Like, bro, I don't want to do it to you, but at the end of the day, I don't know what you on. So I'm big on just like I'm really big on like I'm gonna peep out everything. Like, hold on, like this person is doing a lot of talking, but I don't see in the commissary by his bed. So that means that I probably gotta watch him. Or like a guy that's always on like the phone 24/7 and nobody tells him anything. Oh well he's probably like the tank boss. Or he probably got ranked, you know? So I was always like paying attention to like the smallest like details and the smallest like things just so I could last like longer while I was in jail. And I used to hate going like to new dorms and meeting new people, new inmates, new routines because
I
it's
do it all
like,
over again.
yeah, like it gets like tiring, bro, because I don't know what this dorm is like. I don't know what the people are like. You're not really scared. You're just like, you're just mentally exhausted. And like, that's one thing about prison, bro, or jail. Like, it's designed to mentally exhaust you, bro, to the point like to where like you just don't know. And you gotta be a strong individual, like to not get lost in the sauce, bro. Why you see so many guys come home and they be like different because they didn't put the work in while they were in prison. For me, I used to stay up late and just read books or listen to podcasts, or I would draw, or I would write music, like anything to keep like my brain going. Because at nighttime, that's when it's the quietest, and that's when you got
Yeah.
time to actually reflect and time to think and even cry, bro. Like it's okay to cry, bro. Like I cried. I didn't cry because I was in jail. I cry because I just miss my family. You know, I'm just like, damn, like, how did I get myself into this or whatever the case may be. And I feel like everybody cries, bro. You know, or maybe some people don't cry, but I know that I cried though. So I started smoking this K2, bro. And I remember like I almost died smoking K2, bro. I smoked it. I was in my bunk, bro, and I was like standing up. But I was like damn near stuck though. And my heart is like, bro, my heart beating so fast, bro. And I'm like, bro, I think like this is it for me. Like, I think about to have a panic attack. And I remember like my friend just walked up on me. He was like, Jarvis, are you good? I'm like, nah, bro, I feel like I'm finna die. He was like, bro, come in, sit down. And I started sitting down, but my heart still like racing, bro. My heart pumping fast as hell, bro. He just started, bro, telling me like stories about just his life, about girls, about stuff that he did, just to keep like my mind from off of like panicking. And that day, I said, I'm done smoking K2. But I lied to myself because I was back smoking like 3 weeks later, bro. I'm like, yo, what is wrong with you, bro? And then I went to my new unit and they said, have you ever smoked K2 before? Do you smoke? And I lied and said, hell no. I said, hell no, I don't smoke K2, bro. Yeah, man. Like, bro, it was, yeah, bro. It was like pretty crazy. And people always ask me, like, what
Did
about
you
the
ever see
guard?
somebody? Did you ever see somebody have a bad trip on that stuff?
A lot of times, bro, I seen dudes take off their clothes and start swimming on the ground, and there was no water there. I seen dudes fall asleep standing up. I seen dudes go into debt and damn near lose their life over bro K2, like, and they gotta like get switched off the unit, like, because they're in fear for their life. But a lot of people don't know when you're in fear for your life and you move units, that that jacket of you being in debt still follows you to your next unit. So there's no getting around that, bro. It's like there's just no way. There's just no way like around it. So yeah, that was a very like terrible, horrible experience, bro. Like when I was just smoked the bro K2, man. And people always ask, bro, there was like, what about the girl Gora? So the Gora is going? Yeah. Like in prison, if a guard likes you, bro, she's not jacking off on the guards. The mission not smoking K2 every day. The mission is not I have the biggest commissary in here. The mission is focus on going home. Get into classes. If they deny your parole, oh well, go to God, pray about it. You'll make your next one. Keep keep going to class, keep getting good behavior, keep doing the best that you can, and you're gonna be okay. So don't be extra friendly, don't be befriending everybody, don't go in there being a super tough guy, and focus on the mission because the mission is going home.
Don't join a gang. That's a good one.
Yeah, please don't join a gang because I've seen that too. I've seen guys say I might join the bro Tango Blast, and they'll hang with me every single day. We eating together and everything. You join the blast, ain't no more eating with you down there, bro. Ain't no more hanging out with you no more because you're not them. And that's just how our prison goes. Like when you in the gang down there, they are not eating with you. Like it doesn't matter if your homeboy is Hispanic. If he blasting, he is not eating a spread with you. He's not busting down no food with you. He will only gamble with you, and that's really about it. That's about it. So you might as well just accept that like the racism down there is definitely real. It's like and like the discrimination is definitely real. I'm not saying that Tango Blast hate black people. I'm not saying black people hate Tango Blast. What I'm saying is the discrimination is definitely real, and that kind of leads like it's not full blown racism, but it's kind of like racist in a way because racism is race. So you disliking a race for who they are. So if you a gang member and you dislike me because I'm a different gang or I'm not your gang, then that's kind of like racist in a way because you don't like me because I'm not you. So it's like discrimination. They end up transferring me, and by the grace of God, I was in a good dorm, bro. Like they working out in here. You want to hop on the phone, bro? Just get next line on the phone. You want to hop in the shower? Ain't no smoke with nobody. Everybody in here chilling, cooling, gambling, laughing. Like nobody had like beef, bro. I just remember being like, bro, like when I get out this time, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing anything. Like, bro, I'm chilling, bro. And I remember getting on the phone because I had an argument with my girlfriend. Typical. And she's like, bro, you get out of prison tomorrow. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, parole haven't even told me anything. She's like, bro, I looked you up on a website. You're getting out tomorrow. And I just remember being so happy. I just remember this like my third time in like prison now because I said I did the little 6 months in the other prison, did 3 years, and then they gave me like 2 years. So I just remember being there and I'm like, damn, I'm about to get out of prison, bro. And I gave away all my commissary like to my friends, bro. And then like my girl came and got me. And I was just like in my head, like, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get out, but I know that I'm not doing anything bad. That's how we ended up here, where we are right now.
It took you going to prison 3 times to finally, want to change everything, right?
Right, because I thought I was a lot smarter than the system. And I thought that, oh, you can't get bread legally and have a lot of money. When in reality, you can. It just, bro, it takes more work. In the streets, it takes like no work at all. I can go get a gun and go rob a guy and he might have $5,000 in his pants. Well, let's be realistic. I'm gonna go spend like 2,500 just on having fun, either hanging with girls and drugging and thugging. Then I'm gonna feel like I'm really him, and I'm gonna probably go get some clothes and shoes, and I'm down like to my last 1,000. But I got the pistol though. Damn, I'm gonna do this again. But that's how the enemy plays tricks on your mind. I'm gonna let him get away 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. That 6 time, I'm gonna make something bad happen like to him. That's the streets, bro. It started off with me attempting to steal water, right? All the way to breaking into ATMs and doing organized crime. I didn't think that at 9 years old. I never thought at 9 years old that I would have an organized crime and I would go to prison. But my mom used to always tell me, Jarvis, you think it's small stuff right now, but it gets bigger later. That's what my mom used to always tell me. She's always tell me, Jarvis, you smoking weed right now? Weed is the gateway drug. Mom, no, it's not. Everybody smokes weed. Everybody woo the woo. Then that led into, okay, well, now I pop pills. Whoa, like now I sip lean. Thank God it didn't get like crazier where I smoked some crack or did some cocaine or did like some ice. Thank God. But it's just like when I look back on my life, I'm like, where was the part where you feel like you had to do this? And I never had that feeling. I just tell myself, well, if I had somebody around me that was guiding me, teaching me stuff, helping me with stuff, then I would have never got into the lifestyle. And that's what I learned as I started growing up. Now I'm an adult, not a whole, because I was a kid and I was childish when I was going like to jail and prison. So yeah.
Yeah. What's the message you want people to take away from your whole story?
I would like the message to be this right here. Crime don't pay y'all. It only pays short term if you do crime. And I want you to know it's not worth losing your life because you're going to lose a lot of shit when you go to jail, bro, and you go to prison. And like the shit is not worth it, bro. And if you're like a young guy like on this chat and you're doing some stuff that you don't have like no business doing, it's never too late to stop what you're doing, bro. Yes, you can be like, well, my mom has cancer. I have to trap. I have to make a way. No, can do is you can wake up tomorrow, go apply for a job, get some skills, get a trade, educate yourself, go to school, or start a business. Or if you like rapping or you like clothing, go all in on yourself. You can do this tomorrow when you wake up. You don't have to trap no more. You don't have to have guns no more. Well, Jarbo, I got ops out here. They want to kill me. Well, lucky for you, you can move away and go start a whole new life. So the message that I would tell everybody is crime don't pay. And since it don't pay, go do the right thing, bro, please.
You're right about that. That was some good advice because, when I got out of prison, I stayed in the same spot and, the streets, they started slowly trying to bring me back. I had to move away and, I ain't looked back since.
Don't look back, bro. You did the right thing. Talk to me,
Now, let me
Quan.
ask you something. In your past, you were doing things the wrong way. Now that you're doing things the right way, is it a lot easier? Is life easier now?
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be truthful, bro. Here's what I'm gonna say. At first, life was really hard. Like, it was days I would call my friends, hey, bro, I need some money to eat some food. Or calling my friend, hey, bro, I want some money like to take my girl on a date. I remember those, like, bro. Like, I remember those days, bro, because I didn't want to go do crime. And I was like, bro, I was damn near poor. Like, I had somewhere to live. I had a girlfriend who, like, cared about me, but I had no money, bro, coming in. So I had to restart, like, my life. So it was hard at first. But when you guys support, life a little more easier. But it was still hard. Now, during this time, as I'm trying to make my life easier, listen, y'all, that thought still in your head. Go hit a lick. You can be rich tonight, Go back to the streets. You can be something tonight. Go ask your homeboy like for 2 P's of weed. You can be that nigga tonight. You gotta override them thoughts and say, nah, I'm not doing that. I learned my lesson. I'd rather be broke and figure it out than rich and going to jail any day. So it's about what you tell yourself. Don't allow them thoughts to overtake you, because that was a big part of your life was crime. So of course, naturally, you want to think about crimes when you're free. It's about what you tell yourself though. So my life got way easier, but later. I've been out a year and a half. Right now is the best my life has ever been. Ever in my life. Ever in life, bro. And I always feel like this. I always tell myself, Jarvis, you did 3 years, then you did a year. So you got 4 years to make up in a real world. And after you do that, that's when your real life starts, because you lost so much time doing bad stuff. It's the longest I ever logged into my life ever in life. And I'm trying to see what my life look like in 2 years. What would it look like in 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years? I don't know. But I'm excited about the future. And my friends, y'all, they go to jail all the time. And they get out on bond or whatever. And I just be looking at them like they tripping. Cause I used to be that guy. Now they look at me like Jarvis is doing the right thing with his life. Jarvis is inspiring us to do better things with our life.
Now they're calling you for
So
help.
that's what it's about. Exactly. It's about turning your struggle into a story, bro. That's what it's about, bro. And just doing the right thing. It's so easy to get back into crime. I'll be lying if I told y'all right now. Nobody has ever called me like for no lick, bro. I still get them phone calls right now. Then I gotta, bro, check it. Hey, bro, stop calling me about that. Or, hey, bro, I'm not on that no more. I'm not doing that no more. So you gotta set like the standard as well. Like it's not easy being a felon, but when you got the mindset that you gotta make it, that you gotta grind, that you gotta stay ambitious, no matter how you feel, it's gonna work out. Like right now, I woke up at 7 a.m. Crime, no. I just gotta work at 8 p.m. Even after this little show, I started a online business. I gotta go work my online business, and I gotta go over to the gym, and I gotta eat dinner, and I gotta shower. I'm tired right now. And to be honest with y'all, chat and crime, I didn't even want to do this, bro, today because I was tired. But I said, I'm gonna suck that up. I'm gonna give this value out, and I'm gonna just do it, bro. I'm gonna just do everything I'm supposed to do, regardless of how I feel, bro. And crime, gonna tell y'all, chat, like he been trying to get me out here for at least weeks now, and I'm happy like to be here. I'm happy about this. Like I'm gonna sleep happy tonight. But the catch was I am tired. But I gotta keep pushing, bro. Because if you don't push, then you will fail every single time.
Well, I got one more question for you. If people, they heard your story tonight, if they want to hear more of you, where can they go? What platforms are you on?
Y'all can follow me on TikTok if y'all have a TikTok at a rich felon. So rich with two H's, felon with two N's. And y'all to like find me. I pretty much give motivational speeches. I tell all the YNs to pretty much stay out of jail, stop doing stuff that's bad. I give story times about just like my life. I be showing people like the hustle, the grind. I almost got like 9,000 followers on there, so I'm not gonna force y'all like to go. But if y'all wanna, just like see who I am, just type in a rich with two H's felon, and then I'll be glad to like share my personal experience with y'all.
I'm gonna put it in the description so people can find you
I
easy.
appreciate that. Appreciate that, crime.
I
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
you. Yeah, I appreciate you coming back out and giving us the part two. And I appreciate everybody for coming out and hearing the story.